What comes to your mind when you come across the term malaria? Mosquitoes, right? But is malaria caused by the mosquitoes? If I tell you mosquitoes do not cause malaria, instead they just spread it, then what causes malaria? And what is the relationship between malaria and mosquitoes? Let's find the answers in this video. Malaria is a disease usually characterized by intermittent high fever with chills, rigor, and profuse sweating in between. In severe cases, it can also be life-threatening. If we look carefully, we can split the term malaria into two parts, mal and area. Mal simply means bad and area means air. So malaria literally means bad air. Actually, in ancient times, malaria was thought to be an airborne disease. But in 1880, Sir Laveran discovered that malaria is caused by a parasite known as Plasmodium. He was awarded Nobel Prize for his discovery. Several species of Plasmodium is responsible for malaria, like Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium ovale, etc. Among these, Plasmodium falciparum causes the most severe infection. Plasmodium requires two hosts in its life cycle, Anopheles mosquitoes and human. Plasmodium passes the sexual stage in mosquitoes, hence they are the definitive host. As the parasite passes the asexual stage of its life cycle in human body, humans are the intermediate host. Sir Ronald Ross discovered the sexual cycle of Plasmodium in female Anopheles mosquitoes. Like Laveran, Ronald Ross was also awarded Nobel Prize for his work. Humans usually get the infection by the bite of an infected female Anopheles mosquito. So, female Anopheles mosquito plays the role of a vector for transmitting the disease to humans. Let's have a closer view of the life cycle of Plasmodium. When an infected female Anopheles mosquito bites a human, it introduces the parasites in the bloodstream of that person. The parasites are in a special form called the sporozoites. Now, the sporozoites travel through blood to reach liver. With the help of certain receptors called thrombospondin, sporozoites enter inside the liver cells or hepatocytes. Here, they are transformed to another form, the trophozoites. Trophozoites undergo exoerythrocytic cytogony or pre-erythrocytic cytogony to produce pre-erythrocytic cytons. Pre-erythrocytic cytons contain a lots of merozoites, which are released by bursting of the hepatocytes. Merozoites come in blood and they target the red blood cells. They bind with some receptors called glycophorin present on the surface of RBCs. On entering into red cells, they are converted to trophozoites. Firstly, to early trophozoites or ring forms, and then to late trophozoites. These trophozoites then perform erythrocytic cytogony and form erythrocytic cytons. RBCs then rupture to release the daughter merozoites along with some pigments and toxins into the circulation. This release is responsible for the paroxysm of fever and chills. Merozoites are capable of infecting a new set of red cells. They can repeat the erythrocytic cycle again, but some refuse to do so. These merozoites start gametogony, and ultimately they produce the sexual forms called the gametocytes. Now, it's clear that both sexual and asexual forms of the parasite are present in blood. When a female Anopheles mosquito comes to take blood meal from this person, it takes both sexual and asexual forms. The asexual forms are digested, but the gametocytes undergo some transformations to produce gametes. Fertilization of male and female gamete takes place and zygote is formed. Zygote transforms into ookinete, which is a motile structure. It comes out of the gut of the mosquito and enters into another stage called the oocyst. Oocysts produce sporozoites by a process called sporogony. The sporozoites migrate to the salivary gland of the mosquito. The mosquito starts spreading the infection to healthy individuals while taking blood meal, and the cycle goes on. Regarding malaria, we should be aware of two important terms: relapse and recrudescence. To understand what relapse is, we have to go back to the life cycle of Plasmodium. The sporozoites, after getting introduced into the circulation, travel to the liver and performs exoerythrocytic cytogony to form merozoites. But in case of Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium ovale, not all the sporozoites undergo this. Some get converted to another form called hypnozoites, and they remain inside the hepatocytes in a dormant stage. After few years, they get activated and result in malaria again. This is relapse. Recrudescence is a completely different phenomena. Even after completion of malaria treatment, parasitemia may continue at a lower level. It is because of presence of drug-resistant parasites. Recrudescence is shown by almost all the species of Plasmodium which cause malaria. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Press the bell icon to get notified about new videos.